All right, we are live. Hi, Belle. Can I get a fist bump? Jubba, 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 jubba. Okay. Have your water over here, Belle. You don't need this. Just move it over here. Water's right there. Let's see if she's got... Hello, everybody. All right, so... we've only got 6 left, Belle. When I break them in half, they'll be 12. We got new ones in. Grace got new treats. But Belle can't have them until she finishes these. So let's do this here. Cut that in half. There you go, Belle. All right, we got people here already. So, last we left off, we were working on the Battlestar Pegasus. Dun, 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 dun. Let's move this light over a little bit. There we go. So this is coming out awesome. I mean, it's just an enormous kit. This thing is huge. What's up, Colin? It's beautifully detailed. These landing bays are so nice. You know, all top and bottom, and the engines and everything in there. Just a fantastic kit. Looks like a weird anus in there. So, what we're up to today. What's up, Cynthia? What's up, Grace? We're going to be doing the last bit of detailing. There's a couple of parts where, when I sprayed the base coat, I didn't quite get everywhere in here. It could use a little detailing on some of these pieces. I want to go a little darker gray in these inserts and in this piece here. And then a little wash, a little dry rub, and then putting in all the guns. So let's start with the guns. First thing we want to do, if Belle will let us, all these guns, so many guns. I'm going to hit them with a little something to give them a little bit of a metallic color to it. I was trying to avoid gunmetal because it's just the most obvious choice of a color, but I think I'm probably going to end up using gunmetal. Or maybe a gray metallic. Let's try gray metallic. Let's see if this works. Just to try and get like a little difference in color. Mixer. These are enamel paints, so these need to be mixed a little better than my little acrylics. Don't really separate as much. You okay, Belle? I had to wake her up from her nap again, so she's probably annoyed. She's like, I was sleeping. Why do you do this to me? Okay. All right. What's up, Alan? All right, let's bring this down. Let's rotate so you guys can watch me and Belle, because that's all anybody cares about. I'm going deep here, trying to get a little bit of that thicker paint that might still be at the bottom. I just want to kind of give these a little different color than the rest of the body. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm going to almost dry brush them, but with a very wet brush. Is it wet brushing? I don't know if there's a word for this. And then I might even just wipe a little bit of this off again. Just to give them a little different look as compared to the rest of the ship. I should do the bottoms too, because some of the bottoms are going to be showing. Belle, you just had dinner. You just sat down. You just had a little treat. Let's get a little on the bottom too. I see something. Somebody said, Belle. Adina sent you a little heart, Belle. She's like, I don't want hearts, I want food. Tell her to send me a cheeseburger. There, I passed along your message, Belle. Is there any more? Is that it? Nope, one more thing of guns. Here we go. A lot of guns on this thing. What are they so paranoid about, Belle? Why do they think they need all these guns? Okay, Belle, hold on. Okay, that's a bunch of guns. Let's cap this guy. Clean this brush off. Hold on, Belle, because these are enamels. I got to use the enamel thinner. There it is. Otherwise, it's messy. Okay, now, what were you crying about? I forgot already. Was it food? Is it because you're starving? Because you haven't eaten in 7 weeks? This poor dog only eats on Wednesdays. That's the only time she ever gets any food, according to her. If her feedings aren't caught on video, that means she didn't eat. Isn't that how it works, Bill? All right, so let's see what we got here. That's pure black. I don't want black. I'm looking for more of a gray. Clouded gray, that's good. Dramatic black brown. Would that work in there? That might work. Let's see how that looks. For that, I need a smaller brush. Yeah, I kind of want these like indented areas to have like a slightly different look. So I don't know if brown's going to work. We're going to test it out really quick and just see if it does a little something in there. Or does it look stupid? You could always paint over it. I'm not going crazy because, you know, these are all multiple pieces, different decks, all different things. Yeah, it kind of breaks up that color nicely. Kind of like it. It may not be screen accurate, but if you don't tell Commander Adama, I won't tell. Oh no, who's the commander of the Pegasus was Cage, wasn't it? So. And don't forget, if you are a Galactica fan, and you're in New York or in the New York area, you can come check out WinterCon in like 2 weeks. I think that's November 23rd and 24th-ish. Is that a weekend? We'll have Herb Jefferson Jr. We'll have, who played Boomer on the original Galactica. We have Lorette Sprang, who was Cassiopeia, or Aphrodite, one or the other. I think she was Aphrodite. Maybe she was Cassiopeia. I can't remember. She was Starbuck's girlfriend. We've got Noah Hathaway, who was not Daggett. That was the dog's name. He was. I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. He was the kid. I forget the kid's name. And then we've also got Dirk Benedict, of course, who was Starbuck, the male Starbuck. Starbuck the boy. Okay. And I think that's nice. It gives a little different color in there. May even continue it along this little rib, just to get a little breakup of all this gray. Mm-hmm. And then what happened? This is the story that Belle's telling about the time she starved to death. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because nobody ever feeds her. You know, that according to Belle, she's never actually eaten food in her life. Lee Apollo Adama was in... Yeah, well, yeah. Briefly, till he crashed it into a building or whatever the hell he did. That crazy old bastard. Let's go in this trench, too. Just to break this up, too. Okay. It was just a little something just to kind of break up those colors. I just felt like it was just too heavy gray in too many areas. So let's see what we got here. 11/22. Oh, that's right. I forgot there was a Friday now. There's a Friday component to the show for some reason. Okay. I've got like some kind of plug in here and I don't know why. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to do a weird thing. I'm going to take a big brush. I wish I had a big softer brush than this, but I don't have anything bigger or softer. So I'm going to try with this. I'm going to try a light, dry brushing. Is this guy bigger or softer? There we go. This will work. This is bigger and softer. So we're going to do basically a dry brushing, but with gray. So I'm going to get some paint on here. We're going to dab it off. So there's very little left. Cleaner paper towel. So we're going until we don't really see any gray, or not much gray. And then the idea is to take... Man, I just broke one of these little things again. Man, these engine things are fiddly. And then we're going to take the kit, and we're just going to kind of rub to try and get brighter colors and little breakups on all of these pieces, because there's so much detail on this kit, and right now it's all super duper flat. It's hard to see, but it really does kind of make a difference. It's going to take the eye away from all that darkness. And I'm going to do it over the red parts too. This is more like a wearing down of the color. Belle's not a fan of this technique, as you can tell how upset she is. She's like, "You're ruining the kit." Let's get some more paint. There's a couple of parts where I can see where the spray paint for the base coat kind of missed, so I'm going to use this gray to kind of fill in those areas. And then across and over these areas that I just did brown, which will help break up that color as well and blend it more to the actual hull color. And I'm trying to make sure I rub the paint in the direction of the flow of the ship, just because this way it'll kind of look like, you know, not really damaged, but, you know, just the wear and tear of flying through space. Space debris. Every time they hit one of those giant white alien bases that made all their uniforms white. Alright. And that looks pretty good. We can't see, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Am I blocking the poor dog? It's a cardinal sin. I think I forgot the Galactica. Not the Galactica, the Battlestar logo on there. I thought there was a decal for that. I may have forgotten it. Yeah, I think this goes right on top here. Let's do that really quick. And then give Belle a treat, because she's starving to death here. Which way does that sticker face? Okay. What's the matter, Belle? Oops. I pushed down too hard on something. I don't know what bent and creaked. Feels solid. Okay. All right. So now we got that on there. Now, let's see what else we need. Now we need some darker colors. So now we're going to move on to washes. Let's get... I could probably still keep using this brush. There's no reason not to. Now let's see. Let's go with black. Much as I hate using a black wash, the fact is, on this kit, it really does need black. Okay. So these are washes. I use these all the time. I assume most of you have seen them. They're different brands that I just got this one recently. And they're basically thinned down acrylic paint. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of rub it into all the recesses, into the deep parts of the ship. And get them in there, around all these details and into the crevices. And then we're just going to wipe it off. And that little bit that remains that we can't reach will become detail. So, let's see, so you guys can see. That's nice and dark. Do a little bit of this. Being careful not to hit that decal. I don't know why I chose this area to do it in. There we go. Now we've got, you know, a Galactica Battlestar looking detail on this ship. Right, Belle? The longer you leave it, the darker the color will be. I don't need it super duper dark. So probably not going to leave it on for too long. There we go. You can see it just makes all those little details pop. Yeah, I lost it. Where'd it go, Belle? I put it down for a second. Here it is. Got to do this all around the whole ship. I'm going to put a lot out. You'll get your treat in a moment, Belle. Hold on. Let me finish. I do need... I thought I threw a bunch of Q-tips in here. Ugh. And again, wiping it away in the direction of the flow of space. On the Galactica, instead of doing this, I did decals to get that kind of breaking up all the colors on the hull, and it took forever. Like, it was literally months of decaling the Galactica. I'll do a comparison photo when this is done, just so you can see how different it is. And I honestly don't know that it was worth it. I mean, it was months of work, and you can only do it a little bit at a time because you're cutting these decals to size and just doing all this detailing, and you can't really rush it because, you know, while a part is drying, you've got to wait. Belle doesn't care. She just wants her treats. That's what Belle does. And obviously, you could spend months doing this, days doing this, hours doing this. I'm doing this as fast as humanly possible because, you know, it's for a video. And it's for fun. So I cheat and do these really quickly. I'm not super concerned. After, you know, so many kits that I've built that I spent hours and hours and hours detailing, I've kind of realized that this gets you almost as much detail as all of that. When you can spend weeks doing it, and, you know, there's only so much detail you can really make pop. You know, especially since I'm not entering these into contests. I'm not, like, you know, doing much. Build them for fun, shoot the video, display them, and then we move on. Okay, Belle, hold on. Let me give you another treat. I'm running down, Belle. You got 4 left. Think we're going to finish them tonight, Belle? All right, that's the belly of the beast. Some nice detail. I'm going to still do one more pass after this to make it look more like metal. So that'll be the last coat that we'll do, and plus the white for the Pegasus logo. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Did you get the new food? No. I mean, it may have arrived in the mailbox and they didn't drop it off at the door if it fits in the mailbox. Sometimes they just drive by, drop it, and run. So I can run out and check if it says it was delivered. But otherwise, I don't recall seeing anything dropped off on the steps today. Such great detail. Look at that. You can see the difference between this part, which I finished, and this part, which I didn't. Said it was delivered around 4 p.m. Oh, okay. Then it must be outside. I'll have to go check. Okay, Belle. I know. I know. I know. Nobody ever feeds you. What will you do? Okay. All right, hold on here. Belle's, that's what she cares about. Belle is crying, don't ignore. Yeah, no, she just wants food. She knows these videos basically are just her excuse to just pig out on treats. That's what she loves. Okay, here we go. Let's... Okay. So I think this is the last piece here. This side. Looks like I got a little brown in there. Maybe I dipped it in the thing. Into the brown paint by accident. Oh, I still gotta do the back of the thing. We're almost done, Belle. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Just about done. Now I just gotta do this part here. Try not to knock any of these off. Really? And then what happened? That's our weathering. Okay, Belle. Now, we need something metallic. So we're going to go with our silver. We're going to find, let's see. What? Yeah, I guess we can go with this one, titanium. Let's mix it. I know. You're so distraught. No one ever feeds you, Belle. Have you ever eaten any food? Or do I just starve you? Let's give her one more. Bit of the hook there. I'm dirty already, Belle. All right, let's take that big brush that we were just using, which was good. Give it a little cleaning, just to get off some of these colors. Now, we're going to dry brush some of this. What am I using here? Titanium silver. So it's not going to be super shiny. I just want like a metallic sheen, but I don't want it to overpower and go crazy on it. I just want to get it. Let's see if I can do this for the camera. I just want to give it that sense of machinery. Can you see? Looks so good. Okay, Belle, hold on. Okay. Belle likes to think these videos are basically just an all-you-can-eat buffet where she just sits here and just stuffs her face. Treat after treat after treat. Do I have any Q-tips left? I got a little bit of paint on the landing pad. Clean that up a little bit. There we go. That looks awesome. Okay, that's the top. I'm gonna flip them over. It's just got a little bit of a metallic sheen to it. You got some browns in there. You got the black, the gray, giving you like that multiple tones. So it doesn't look just like a flat color. Yeah, Really nice. All right, we'll flip this beast over and do the belly. Hold on, Belle. And again, this is the kind of weathering you could spend weeks, days, months on, just little by little, getting each section perfect. My goal is, of course, to finish this tonight. Because that's how I do. Because I've actually got a backlog of kits now. We've got more kits to build. Well, we got a bunch of awesome kits coming up. Light up Star Destroyer, a light up Enterprise. We've got a Hulk. Some other awesome pieces. Okay, Belle, hold on. Let me finish. Almost done, Belle. Looks awesome. Okay. Let's just do the butt for the engines. And then we'll give Belle a treat. See, I mentioned you, Belle. You would think that this dog has never eaten. That I starve her to death. Okay. And a couple little things I'm noticing that I want to add. Let's give Belle a treat first. Hold on. I'm going to take a little bit of, I think I'm going to go pure black on thank you, the black wash, but with a thinner brush. Like this one. I'm just going to go in these details here on the engine. They just need something. And this is a wash I'm not going to remove. I'm just going to let it sit in there. That's my downside with washes. I tend to wipe them off way too quick rather than just letting them sit and really absorb. But these I'm going to do, these are, just to make it look, kind of oily. Not really, like there's just a different thing going on in there. And I'm going to do the same in these ribs here. Could even do this with regular black paint, but I think the wash should do it nicely just to give depth in between them. Just wipe off any excess. Okay, Belle. Nice. Let's get the rest of these engines. Okay, Belle, I heard you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Belle, hold on. Okay, hold on, Belle, hold on. Oh, God. Gives it look the ship's been active without going into dock for some time. Yeah, you could go over this with battle damage for hours. The Galactica's missing plates and do all that crazy stuff, but I'm not going to go nuts on this. You know, you don't know where in the timeline this Pegasus is coming from. You know, this could be right before the Cylon War, right after the attack on Caprica. It could be anything. You don't know. I'm just going to add little details here and there where these engines meet. Just put a little darkness in there. Thank you. Just on these edges. Again, you could spend months going over the details on this thing. I mean, it's a big enough kit. And that's just a little bit just to give it that little, you know, they're different parts. It's not all one big piece of plastic, kind of, which is something that sometimes you miss on model kits. Everything gets painted together, so it all kind of, you know, it's supposed to be one piece, but you never know. I mean, everything on a ship this scale is made up of multiple little components. So and you can go in and paint one panel here a different color, one panel there a different color. Again, that's up to you. I just want it to look used. That's it. It's a little beat up. It's a little abused. It's a military vessel. But it's not a museum. All right. So, with that out of the way, let's start building some guns, Belle. Guns. You got a fist bump for a gun? Guns. Give me one more fist bump. Good girl. All right. Got a fist bump. So, let's take our glue. Do I have any glue left, Belle? Where's my glue? Are you sniffing my glue? Did you steal my glue? Oh, there it is. Okay. We'll take a set of guns. Let's just see what they look like. All right. Let's just start placing them. Okay. Let me see a little gun up there. And you can, I guess you can place them facing whichever way you want, right? I guess they should be facing out, kind of. There we go. Like that. Okay, where's that sprue? All right, so let's take this little cup. Just pour in some guns. Guns, 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 Belle. And I'm sure somebody out there has done some aftermarket kits for these guns to do them facing up, facing sideways, you know, all different detailed pieces. But let's see, can you guys see this here? Let's make sure Belle, no. Okay, all right, I'm not trying to rotate my phone. We'll move this back. Okay, Belle, hold on. Belle, that's right in my ear. I know. It's right in my ear. Just saying. You don't need to be so loud right in the ear. Oh no! 2 left, Belle. Shot me in the eye. Can you guys hear the noises she makes when she eats? Okay, now I got to get along this track here on the outside. Got a bunch of guns that have to go in here. She's going for the water. Any more along there? Where's the belly? Boom, boom. There's a gun there. There's a gun there. Can't tell if there's one in the back here. I don't think there is. I think they go over there. Okay, so let's rotate. So we got a line of guns. Let's do here on the front. So if you press them back a little bit, you can make the gun barrel stick up a little bit. You know, they don't have to be flat. Oh, here's the camera. They don't have to be flat to the deck, so it's kind of cool. You just got to be careful that you don't snag on them. That was my big worry about putting these, especially the side guns on, is that they are overhanging the edge of the kit, and I just didn't want to snap them. Okay. We need more guns, Belle. We're out of guns. Here we go. I actually wouldn't be surprised if there's more guns than are needed in the kit, because it's probably a common thing to lose and a very simple thing to cast. Let's give Belle another treat. I lost your treats, Belle. I think. You got one more after this. Mm-hmm. There's our line on that side. So now we just need these two on the nose. I gotta flip this. Oh, there's a bunch on here in the front. Oh boy. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just along that rib right there. It's going to be a little tough to get in there, but. Okay, Belle, I'm almost done. How do you get so loud, Belle, so quickly? Okay, hold on. All right, so we got, oh boy, a lot more guns to go. Where's the other sprue? Here we go. I think, was this it? Is there only 3 sprues, Belle? Hold on, Belle. Okay, 2 more, Belle, on this side. Let me flip over. And then you get a treat. Hold on, Belle. This one's difficult to reach. All right. There's that line here. Flipping. Oh no, I dropped my paintbrush. I'm going to start in the back this time. Oh, yeah, I promised Belle a treat. Belle, there's only one more after this. This is it. Just cutting it in half. You get that one now. And you get this one at the end, and that's it. And then these treats are all done. No more bark pops. Woo. We got more inside, don't worry. I know people are going to start complaining. What? What do you mean you have no more? You're torturing that dog. Eat slow, Belle. Belle, eat slower than that. Two more. Where's the rest of that sprue? Here we go. 2 more that I can see here. I'm going to see if there's any more elsewhere on this kit. Let's make sure before we do it, before we pop them off the sprue, that we still need them. Oh, I know where I need at least 2 more. Well, hold on. Okay. So all our guns there. flipping the beast over. We're going to use the pole. And I see we definitely need 2 more at the back. On each side. 2. 1, 2. Which leaves us 2 more guns. So are those extra guns, or are we missing something? We're going to have to go through and take a look. I know, Belle. There at the back of the landing bay. Now flipping it around carefully. There we go. 2 more in that landing bay. Let's just take a look at the instructions really quick and see if we need those last 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We got that. We got those. Okay, that. There. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay. I think those other 2 guns are extras. Yep. All right, so the only detail we have left is painting the Pegasus in white. I just got goop on here. There's stuff on my fingers. And I've ruined the kit. Ruined it. Okay. So with that, I'll try and get Belle to calm down. You gonna calm down, Belle? You want schmoopies? I'll give you a kiss later. You gotta be good for a second, because we got one more thing to do. I need to find some white paint, which I know I have somewhere. We've got 2 minutes left, Belle. That's why you're so angry. It's got to be up here somewhere. White paint. Aha! Here we go. White paint. So you've got 2 guns to hit the other kid now, yeah? Make a super Galactica. Okay, dip this here. Take a super fine point brush. Take one of the new ones here. And we're going to very, very carefully paint. Can you guys see this? Paint these letters. Now, there is a decal that you can use instead, but it would never look right. You really have no idea how difficult this is to do with a dog screaming in your ear the entire time. Okay, Belle. You can have your last treat. Okay, I'm going to show that. Not bad. Not bad at all. One more. These are the kind of details on model kits that I was always super scared to do. Belle, you're going to have a sore throat. She's always like that. All right. The Pegasus. So I'm going to hit this with a clear coat when Belle's not in the room. Maybe put a little more detail into it here and there. Clean my brushes at some point as well. But otherwise, I think this beast is done. Look at this thing. This is gorgeous. Right, Belle? You like it? You don't like it. She don't care. I think it looks awesome. I'm going to do a couple of comparison photos of this to the same scale Galactica, so you can see what this thing's got going with it. It is enormous. This is a beast. It still looks like an anus to me. But anyway, that's what we got. Say goodbye, Belle. Give me a fist bump. All right, I got a fist bump from Belle. That's going to end it for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Have fun next week. New kit. Woohoo! I haven't decided which one yet. We'll figure it out. All right, I've got so many new ones. All right, bye, guys.